Our mental well-being is a delicate balance influenced by many factors. Two crucial elements are consumption and creation. Consumption is what we take in, including food, information, and experiences. Creation, on the other hand, is what we put out into the world, encompassing our thoughts, actions, and effort. These two forces are intertwined, directly impacting our mental and emotional states. Understanding this relationship is key to achieving lasting well-being. We can learn to manage our consumption and creation, empowering us to lead healthier and more fulfilling lives. Think of any system such as the plants in a garden. What they consume are nutrients from the soil, water, and sunlight, while what they create are the vibrant flowers and nourishing fruits. Just as plants within a garden thrive with the right balance of these two systemic aspects, so too does our mental well-being depend on a harmonious balance of consumption and creation. By being mindful of what we consume and create, we cultivate a fertile ground for happiness, fulfillment, and inner peace. Our bodies and minds are complex systems that require constant input to function. The food we eat provides the physical energy to move, think, and feel. Information nourishes our minds, shaping our understanding of the world. Think of your body as a car. Food is the fuel that keeps it running. Just as a car performs best with high-quality fuel, our bodies thrive on nutritious food. Similarly, our minds need quality information to function optimally. We are bombarded with information in today's digital age, making it essential to be discerning about the information we consume. Just as junk food lacks nutritional value, consuming negative or overwhelming information can deplete our mental energy and negatively impact our well-being. The saying "garbage in, garbage out" applies perfectly to our mental diet. If we constantly feed our minds with negative news, violent media, or toxic online interactions, it will inevitably impact our thoughts and emotions. Consuming positive, uplifting, and inspiring content can uplift our mood, boost our creativity, and enhance our overall well-being. Imagine reading an inspiring biography or watching a heartwarming documentary. These inputs nourish our minds with positive emotions and perspectives, which can have a ripple effect on our thoughts, actions, and interactions with others. In contrast, we have the impact on yourself from scrolling through social media filled with negativity and distortions of reality. Just as the quality of what we consume matters, so does the quantity. Overconsumption in any form can be detrimental to our well-being. Eating too much, even healthy food, can lead to lethargy and health problems. The same applies to information. In today's hyper-connected world, it's easy to fall into the trap of information overload, constantly checking our phones, being glued to the news, and endlessly scrolling through social media can leave us feeling mentally drained and anxious. Finding the right balance is key. It's about being mindful of our consumption habits and making conscious choices about what and how much we allow into our minds and bodies. Creation is the other side of the equation. It's how we express ourselves, bring our ideas to life, and make our mark on the world. This can take many forms, from writing a poem to building a piece of furniture to simply cooking a delicious meal. The act of creation is inherently therapeutic. It allows us to channel our energy, process our emotions, and connect with something larger than ourselves. When we create, we tap into a flow state where our minds are fully engaged and we lose ourselves in the present moment. This state of flow is incredibly beneficial for our mental well-being. It allows us to escape the constant chatter of our minds and experience a sense of peace, focus, and fulfillment. Our thoughts are the seeds of our creations. Every action, every invention, every work of art began as a thought in someone's mind. Just as a gardener carefully selects the seeds they plant, we have the power to choose the thoughts we allow to take root in our minds. If we constantly dwell on negative thoughts, fears, and self-doubt, we are essentially planting weeds in our mental garden. These weeds will choke out the positive thoughts and prevent us from reaching our full potential. On the other hand, if we focus on cultivating positive, empowering, and inspiring thoughts, we create a fertile ground for growth, creativity, and happiness. Our actions are the physical manifestation of our thoughts and intentions. They are the bridge between the inner world of our minds and the outer world of our experiences. When we take positive action, we align our behavior with our values and create a positive feedback loop that reinforces our well-being. For example, if we set a goal to be more physically active, simply thinking about it won't get us very far. It's when we take action, lace up our shoes and go for that run that we start to see and feel the positive effects. The same applies to all areas of our lives. Whether it's pursuing a passion, strengthening our relationships, or contributing to our community, taking action is essential for turning our intentions into reality and living a fulfilling life. The relationship between consumption and creation is essentially a dynamic feedback loop. What we consume influences what we create, and what we create can, in turn, influence what we consume. For example, if we constantly consume violent media, it can desensitize us to violence and make us more likely to engage in aggressive behavior ourselves. Conversely, if we expose ourselves to art, music, or literature that celebrates compassion and empathy, we are more likely to cultivate those qualities in ourselves. This feedback loop highlights the importance of being mindful of both our consumption and creation habits. By making conscious choices in both areas, we can create a virtuous cycle that supports our mental and emotional well-being. Sometimes we can get stuck in negative cycles of consumption and creation. For example, we might feel stressed and overwhelmed, leading us to seek comfort in unhealthy foods and mindless entertainment. This, in turn, can make us feel even more sluggish, anxious, and depleted. The key to breaking free from these negative cycles is to become more conscious of our consumption habits. This means paying attention to how different foods, information, and experiences make us feel. It's about being more discerning about what we allow into our minds and bodies and making choices that support our well-being rather than detract from it. Mindfulness plays a crucial role in managing our consumption habits. By cultivating a sense of awareness of what we are consuming in the present moment, we can make more conscious choices about what we allow into our minds and bodies. This could involve paying attention to our food choices, being more selective about the information we consume, or simply taking breaks from technology to connect with nature and our surroundings. The more mindful we are of our consumption, the more empowered we become to break free from negative patterns and create a healthier, more balanced relationship with the world around us. Just as mindful consumption is essential for our well-being, so too is engaging in activities that foster creativity and flow. When we find activities that ignite our passion and allow us to tap into our unique talents, we unlock a sense of purpose, fulfillment, and joy. This could involve anything from painting, writing, or playing music to gardening, cooking, or building something with our hands. The key is to find activities that allow us to lose ourselves in the present moment and experience the joy of creation. By making time for these activities in our lives, we not only nourish our creative spirits, but also reduce stress, boost our mood, and enhance our overall well-being. Achieving a healthy balance between consumption and creation is not a one-time destination. It's a continuous journey of self-discovery and adjustment. Our needs and preferences will change over time, and it's important to be adaptable and willing to make adjustments along the way. The key is to approach this balancing act with a sense of self-compassion and curiosity. It's about experimenting with different approaches, paying attention to what works best for us, and being kind to ourselves when we stumble or fall short. By embracing this journey of self-discovery and striving for greater balance in our lives, we can unlock our full potential and live happier, healthier, and more fulfilling lives.